line, but this is just a great pass. And Nartai down low, so Zimmerman has to help, but Nartai's got to get into the legs of Sotto. He got too close to the rim.
It's tough. One little bump or one little reach and he's out the game.
13 points now, and that is goaltending.
They've scored 13 points since quarter time.
That's not enough.
Needs to be a little bit more aggressive on the offense.
Yeah, good. That is a good effort. Use the big fella when he's down there. That's his strength, his size, and good timing.
All right, mga kaibigan. Welcome back to the Goal TV. And let's talk again about Kai Sotto top skills, Kai Sotto highlights, Kai Sotto's impact to the game, Kai Sotto's improvements, as well as Kai Sotto adjustments na dapat paglaanan niya ng pansin. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, ay makikisuyo na din ako na subscribe niyo ako. Ang focus natin sa channel na ito ay yung goal na makapasok si Kai sa NBA na pinapangarap nating mga Pilipino. Isa na namang milestone ito para sa ating bansa at sa sports na kinababaliwan nating mga Pinoy.
Shooter, you can see how he can create it, but as far as coming in and organising and running the team, they're not getting it done, and he's had to do the heavy lifting. I think that's hurt his individual numbers a little bit.
So Mojave King not playing again today.
Alright, sa first quarter ay hindi natin nakita si Kai na nakapaglaro o hindi siya pinasok na nakakapagtaka, pero it's the coaching staff decision at huwag na nating ungkatin yun. 9 minutes and 56 seconds naman sa second quarter ay pinasok na si Kai at sama-sama nating panoorin ang galing ng ating pambato. Sa unang possession ng bola ni Kai dito, pinakita niya na kaagad yung pagiging aggressive niya, pero hindi siya pumasok.
It can be as simple as just your energy and effort. 14 rebounds to 4 we're at right now. There's some certain statistical categories you look at.
Next possession, bola ng kalaban ay pinakita ni Kai ang importansya niya sa game na ito at bumalat kaagad ng monster block. Pansinin natin mga kaibigan yung sipag ni Kai at saka yung timing niya. Pag-block ng bola, napakagaling. Napakasarap panoorin. Dito pa lang ay makikita na natin yung impact talaga ni Kai, ano? Napakalaking bagay na nasa loob siya ng court.
It's hard to fix your offense.
Tingnan din natin yung bilis bumaba ni Kai para dumepensa. That is good for him at sigurado mapapansin niya ng mga NBA agents. Malaking factor yan sa game ni Kai bilang isang center player. At eto na naman, block na naman ang pinakita sa atin ni Kai. Napakaganda, napakagaling. Dito naman ay naka-score sila at nakapag-produce ng 5 points to 0 run versus Taipans na naging dahilan para mag-time out ang kalaban. Mapapansin din natin dito na binibigyan ni coach ng instruction si Kai na talaga namang ina-absorb niya. And that is good. Keep it up, Kai.
Already after making that, then grow from there. But
it's a mindset too, Daisy, because if you come in here thinking I got to pass, then obviously you're not as confident in that shot. But if you take that McCarron from Cairns a couple of years ago when he was all about
and playing off the ball more back when he was at Cairns. But that's what I'm saying. The problem here is he's got to spend so much time on the ball because these other guys, whilst contributing and doing well, they're not.
Right after the timeout, ay nakapag-produce si Kai ng turnover over Taipans via offensive foul. At mukhang nainis pa ang kalaban ni Kai dito dahil bahagya niya itong nasagi.
About me, I'm going to lead this team. I've got to get others involved, and I like this now. You see, now they got Duvamai and McCarron in. That allows him to play off the ball a little bit more than what it does with some of the other guys.
Dead's back door, nice find from Bairstow. 8 unanswered points for the 36ers.
And there's the penalty. If you've got a team that's up and in, and trying to deny and bust up those dribble handoffs. Backdoor cuts, backdoor options.
At eto na naman, ano, pinakitaan tayo ng magandang depensa ni Kai. Saka obserbahan nyo, napakabilis bumaba ni Kai.
It's not going to count. Tajima call 1 from 4.
Sayang lang, no? Ang ganda ng pwesto niya.
Sotto.
Hindi na ipasa kagad sa kanya yung bola.
Take position on the call.
That's a good score na naman sana para kay Kai. Posibleng dunk pa. But it's okay.
You look at the little run the Adelaide 36 have had here, it's good.
Sama-sama po nating panoorin ang laro ni Kai habang nasa loob siya ng court. At may mga sitwasyon dito na talagang makikita mo yung pagiging advantage na nandun si Kai sa loob ng court.
On the defensive end, they come up with those stops. You start to feel you get a little bit more control of the game.
At eto na nga po yung Kai Sotto effect pag nasa loob siya, no? Sa sitwasyon na yun ay na-alter ni Kai yung tira ng kalaban na hindi pumasok, naging dahilan para ma-prostrate siya at nag-commit ng foul.
Sotto foul Zimmerman over the back.
Pakinggan din natin yung mga sinasabi ng mga commentator about Kai, no? Matutuwa ka talaga eh.
And I think he's a big part of it. And now his individual numbers, he's got the 2 boards, he's 0 of 2, but just his presence down the other end, the block shot.
Ito yung isang example na hindi kay Kai tumatakbo yung opensa, no? Kung makita niyo ron, galing siya kay sa gitna, open siya, hindi pinasa sa kanya.
122 down, and then actually got on a plane and went to Brisbane, but because he'd spent that 7 days, that's a travel. Spent that 7 days in isolation and only arrived the day of the game. I think he just wasn't right. Did a test and wasn't right. So it's been a lot longer since he's had the COVID. But you're right, maybe with some of it lingers around, it could be.
He dropped a quick 5 though when he came in, so I'd be asking that coach, hey man.
Not much is going on offensively so far para kay Kai dito. At panoorin na lang natin yung impact and contribution niya sa game. Napakalaking bagay nun para sa team nila. At kitang-kita naman natin yan.
Just throw it inside and let him go to work, man.
Let's get down to case. It looks a little bit better for the 36ers this term, John.
Certainly a much better second quarter than the opening term, it has to be said. Just further to your discussion regarding Dusty Hannahs, I was told by the physio, Nick Richardson, that it was just as much about his touch. He hadn't touched the ball for a week or so, or hadn't shot around, as well as it was about his physical capacity to go in Brisbane in the last game. And the good news for Mojave King is that he is available next week. They do have 2 games next weekend, the Adelaide 36ers, where, in fact, Sydney on the Sunday is their game. They have the double.
He's got hops too. He's got real hops.
You'd be familiar with this place as well.
Yeah. Adelaide down 2 at quarter time. They were down 14. And this to potentially take the lead.
5 minutes left in the second quarter. Ginulantang tayo ng monster dunk ni Kai na talaga namang pinagkaguluhan ng mga fans. This will be another highlight of the 36ers game for sure. At yan siyempre ay galing sa ating pambato. Kagulo na naman sigurado ang mga diehards natin ito.
With that size of Sotto, that's throw it up there anywhere around 11 feet, he can go get it for you.
And so he did.
That was shooting here.
At this point, ay meron na siyang 4 rebounds and multiple blocks. Meron na din siyang steal at higit sa lahat ay yung plus 14 siya while on the court. Wala ka nang mahihiling pa. Siguro ay yun na lang more possessions of the ball para makapag-produce pa siya ng maraming puntos. Ang problema kasi natin dito, no? Kung bakit hindi consistent when it comes to scoring si Kai, ay dahil hindi sa kanya nakafocus ang opensa ng team.
Daniel
Sana
Johnson not playing the
na
same
mabigyan
ball as Daniel
pa siya
Johnson
ni coach
does.
ng mas
You have
maraming
someone that can come
offensive
in
design plays
and score the ball
para
and
ma-build
set
up
in
pa
front.
yung confidence niya.
What a turnaround it's been in this second term. The Taipans are stone cold. Down to
Dito naman
Zimmerman.
sa possession na ito ay
Turns Sotto
makikita
inside
natin
out.
ang naging
Their
adjustment
first
ng
bucket
kalaban
of
ni
the
Kai sa
quarter.
ilalim.
From the big Zim.
Alam niya na matangkad si Kai at magaling
9 and
tumiming
7
when it
so
comes to
far.
blocking the
He's
shot.
game-leading scorer.
Kaya nag-fake siya at nakascore.
TJ had actually stopped.
Isa din ito sa adjustment na kailangan pag-isipan ni Kai, no? Dapat siguro pag-aralan niya ang galaw ng mga makakasabay niya sa ilalim prior to the game. Kagaya na lang ng sitwasyon na ito. Nang sa ganon ay makapag-adjust siya sa magiging depensa niya. Anyway, all is good dahil
Detected in the air, could you draw?
Kai is still learning pa naman.
Zimmerman gets inside.
This is a new big fella in here now. What's going on with him? He's aggressive.
Well, they're going to him. They're making a priority of him. And I think Sotto, despite his size and he uses his length, I think he's got to do a better job trying to half front. When Zimmerman catches it that close, and as we said right off the top of the show, for all the good things Sotto has, he's still got to develop that strength to be able to bang with those big guys and just not get bullied out of it. And at times, Zimmerman, that pounding dribble in, that little push creates that separation to get that shot off.
Makes the both. Adelaide, 16, I should say.
But you don't lose much.
Gee, I'm really surprised that Hannah's come out of the game. They hold him really accountable for what's happening on the defensive end. Perhaps there's something that CJ didn't like.
30-28 at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. 7 points for Mitch McCarron, all of them coming in this second quarter. There's a decent look for Withers. He's off target.
Terrible pass.
Adelaide with the outnumber ahead.
Same pa din. Walang offense si Kai dito.
Johnson.
At panoorin lang natin yung mga laro niya while on the court.
For a very long time. There's no way he shouldn't be in the mix early to try to get this team going.
Whose team is it, Copes?
Is
that one of their biggest problems?
That's a great question. I was going to ask that. You don't know. There's no one guy you go to.
Sotto puts the ball on the floor. Sunday dead. Shot clock at single numbers. He's had a 3 and he found himself in all sorts of bother. Adelaide are going to get it back.
It's 24.
And this is the frustrations for Adam Ford. They had 23 points in the opening quarter, Cans. They've had 7 in this second quarter. Johnson, this time, fans, 3 of 20.
Numbers were just from the second half of what they had.
You're trying to get those guys more involved, would you not?
You better. Anyway.
Nelson gets inside.
The defensive end.
Yeah. They're pressing the whole
This
game.
time naman sa possession na ito ay nakuha ni Kai yung mababang pasa para sa kanya.
Because you got no
Kaya
leverage.
lang, pinersa niya yung tira ng bola. Sayang, pero pakiramdam ko ay umaasa si Kai ng foul dito. Kung napanood nyo yung mga previous video ko, ay doon nyo makikita yung mga low pass na hindi nasasalo ni Kai. At dahil nga sa adjustment niya going into this game, ay nakita na natin yung resulta. And that is good.
Not a lot, but some of the credit to both these teams. Outside of that first quarter, the defense that they're applying, they're getting after it. They are getting after it on the defensive end. And
That's the guy you got to get going.
You want to see more of that?
I'd love to see more of him. Get him going, throw him in that box. There's nobody on the floor can guard him. He's playing in the 4 spot right now. He's too heavy for Madrid Ding.
The Zimmerman block, but that's going to count. It was on the way down.
well, Zimmerman's been the shining light for the 13 points now, and that is goaltending.
At halftime at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, the 36ers come from 14 down to level it up at the main break.
It is. It's what a turnaround, tale of 2 quarters, and just hard to get a read out there. So the coach will just, well, you know, there's nothing against you, but right now,
Sa halftime break naman, dito natin makikita yung good relationship ni Kai kay Mitch McCarron. Tipong nagbibiroan sila at okay siyempre para sa atin yun. Remember, na most of Kai Sotto's highlight dunks ay coming from him at ipagpasalamat natin yun sa kanya.
Withers gets up the floor, finishes off.
Help off on either one of those guys. They both can shoot the three.
5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on third. Pinasok na po si Kai at umaragkada kaagad siya ng dunk attempt. Pero na-foul naman. Makikita natin dito yung shooting form niya sa free throw line. And of course, another bucket yon para sa kanya. Tingnan niyo po, no? Maganda yung shooting form ni Kai. So, napakagandang tingnan.
They look like they're playing catch up. They look soft, and I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he's alluding to.
They've scored 13 points since quarter time.
That's not enough.
This game's far from done, but they can get off the bottom of the table. Here's Machado coast to coast. His first points in the game.
Unlovable possession po ito, mga kaibigan, na napakabilis bumaba ni Kai para sa opensa, pero hindi na naman pinasahan ng bola. Ang ganda na ng pwesto niya sa ilalim at makikita natin na nanghinayang siya. Ito yung mga sitwasyon na pag naglalaro tayo ay maiinis ka dahil alam mong malaki ang chance mong maka-score, pero hindi pinasa sa'yo. Ayun, bokya.
Last season, Daniel Just here copes he was here in this league, and what a big jump up he's made.
Ito ng mga kaibigan yung kinakalabaw si Kai sa ilalim. So, kailangan pa talaga ni Kai ng, strength para ano yung mga sitwasyon na to.
Johnson fed Sotto.
Again, another dunk attempt para kay Kai. At sabit ang kalaban. Diretso siya sa free throw line.
He caught much of the All-Star weekend games.
I haven't seen much of it, but
Doing some good business.
was he good? Fantastic.
And Jay Sean Tate as well. Shout out to
Yes.
Jay Sean a couple of years ago was with the Kings, and his rise has been unbelievable.
When he first joined the Sydney Kings, I said, he's way too small to play in the NBL. Are you kidding me? They're going to kill him. And he turned, he actually...
The way they cover can help out guys.
Okay, so enjoy na lang ulit natin muna yung pagiging nasa loob ni Kai.
I think so.
I agree.
That's a bad turnover from the Taipans.
What's 17 turnovers?
With a quarter to go and 3 minutes. Meyer. He's had a nice roll in this.
Dito mga kaibigan, hindi po meki yung kasabay ni Kai. At ayun, nabutata niya.
Just found a way to force it in. It is. It's not.
You just keep the Cairns Taipans hanging around in that touch distance, and from CJ, that makes you nervous.
2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining before three-quarter time. If you'd like to shoot for $100,000 from full court, you can jump online now and enter the Latrobe Sharp Shot. win.nbl.com.au. 50,000 available.
Wow.
From half court as well, which is just a portion.
2:22 remaining in the game. Nilabas na po ang ating pambato at hindi na siya nakita pa sa fourth quarter. Nagtapos ang laban sa score na 82-71. Panalo po ang ating pambato. And congratulations.
The Adelaide 36ers, they find a way to flick the switch, get themselves going, and come away with a must-win game in order to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Unfortunately for the Cairns Taipans, that anchors them to the bottom of the Hungry Jacks NBL ladder. For Adelaide, 5 wins, 7 losses on the season. They take on Illawarra